They won't let me cancel my appliancer deck. I spent $20 on the deck cord. I can buy it for $15 elsewhere. I'm gonna leave you an egg because you won't cancel my order. This is the actual testimony from Yu-Gi-Oh players right now. Today we're going to be talking about horrible Yu-Gi-Oh customers, part 2. My favorite. God, I hate everything. Let's dig into this, shall we? Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh players and calling Mr. Pot and Kettle Black. My favorite. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about how Yu-Gi-Oh players play the pre-sale game. And I don't recommend doing this because you're going to you're a dick if you do this. Okay. So there are people that'll go on pre-sales and they'll pre-order their cards. That means that you're committing to the purchase, right? I just want to once again go through this. You're like, well, what do you mean here? Battles of Legend Armageddon, a certain store in the community, has had a lot of cancellations on orders. Now you're like, well, wait a minute. What does that have to do with being a horrible customer? You're attempting to play the pre-sale game. Don't play this bullshit with me, all right? Like, I know what you're trying to do here. I don't care what your name is or what you're trying to do. You're trying to pre-order the cards cheaper than they're actually going to be. So, like, everybody else calling you Pot and Kettle Black over here and doing all this BS, I'm sorry to tell you this. I know what you're doing, all right? You're trying to play the game at the lowest and cheapest prices possible. That's great. Oh, that's what everybody tries to do that wants to flip cardboard and make money, all right? Okay, cool. Now, what does this have to do with the situation? So, you're over here, you're like, oh, man, I bought my appliancer cord for $20. Let me message you after I've already paid this, by the way. You've allocated your resources to this. You've locked in my pre-order. And I'm going to be like, oh, I need to cancel this. My son made, sort of without my permission, by the way, that's the #1 Amazon scam I get all the time. They're always like, oh, this was an unauthorized transaction. My son purchased this. I'm like, come on now. It was you that made the purchase. You're being wild about this right now, all right? So you're like, oh my God, my appliance cord went down $3. Better cancel it. And then you send them a cancellation message, and, you know, how do you not expect the buyer to want to get shitty with you? Like, you committed to a purchase, you took away from their allocation of product that was available, you gave them funds, and now your dumbass tried to play the pre-sale game because you thought that this was going to be cheaper, and now you're being mad at them because they're giving you a little bit of crap for wanting to cancel your pre-order. I hope they would, honestly. Like, you deserve it. Like, it amazes me. All right, you are the same group of people here that complain about buyers canceling your order, all right? Oh, they were short a little bit of inventory. Well, shucky darn. They were listing cards for pre-sales. They're doing the same thing that you are. They're trying to make maximum revenue so that they can keep the overhead on their business or in their house or whatever they're trying to do this out of. They're trying to pay those bills. And then you're being mad at them over here, and then you're doing the exact same thing that they're trying to do, but you scumbag them as hard. And you know what? They're the bad people and you're not. What a revelation we're having today, ladies and gentlemen. Pot meet kettle. You guys are both great examples of what is wrong with the community. I love it. I absolutely do. So let's go back over this, shall we? People, stores that list cards for pre-sales, and you buy from them and they're short on cardboard, well, that sucks. All right, they cancel your order. They're the worst people in the world. Nope, don't buy from X and X company. Nope, they're the worst. All right, people will physically blast these stores online. All right, entitled customers 101. Also, same entitled customers. I don't want to pay an extra $2 on the pre-orders. Please cancel my order. Sends cancellation request. Let's screw over the stores. It amazes me how crappy humanity has become. Alright? I love this community to death. But the people out there that are shilling for their own pockets is absurd. All right, and nobody else is going to make. John was the first one that made the statement for this, made the post on Zodiac, and I was like, you know what, we're going to make a video about this, because this is dreadful. Like, the way that this community acts, the self-entitlement that this player base has, and acting like vendors are the worst people in the world, or like, oh, I had bad experiences with them once. And you know, this also ties back into the fact that this entire community, I love this. This is one of my favorite parts. Instead of PMing the store on TCG Player, you know, being a sensible human being, using what 2% of IQ that what appears to be that this community has, you would think that, oh, I received a package. Oh, well, hold on. She's a good example of this here. All right. So I got this Chaos Sorcerer in the mail, all right? Oh, okay. All right. Look, the Chaos Sorcerer got damaged in transit to me. All right? Instead of sending them a message saying, hey, Chaos Sorcerer got damaged in transit, is there something that you can do for me? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to timestamp this thing, I'm going to post a picture of it on the internet, I'm going to blast them. All right? They're not going to want to work with you and solve that issue because you went to the public about it, because you didn't even reach out to them. People don't understand that accidents happen. The United States Postal Service will take these top loaders and go, oh yeah, look at that. I've seen top loaders come back like this, by the way. And it amazes me that people are like, oh, you top loaders are the safest way to mail cards. There's a shortage of these right now, by the way. Alright, see, we unbended it. Alright. There's a shortage of top loaders at the moment. Stores can't afford these things. The cost of these things has gone up. But you've got this self-entitled group of Yu-Gi-Oh players over here that's like, oh, they ship my cards in 2 pieces of cardboard. You know, neg. The card's 100% mint. Reason for the neg. The card could have got damaged. It doesn't matter what potentially could have happened. That's not how business works. All right? You can't rate a business on the philosophy of it could have got damaged. That's not how life works. I could block you after that content and I will never have to deal with you again because you potentially are being a bad buyer. Oh, but Robbie, the customer is always right. Absolutely not. Here at Robbie Land, I don't care what the customer thinks they are. I will be nice to you all the way. I will get your transaction resolved, and then I'm blocking you if you do this kind of shit to me. My Facebook block list is absurdly long. You even wondered why you can't contact me on Facebook? It's because of time-wasting people. Hey, I'd like to buy this from you. Hey, I don't get paid till Friday. Friday rolls around, left unseen. Well, you told me to hold this for you. Don't ever hold items for people, by the way. Subnote 3 of video here. If somebody says, hey, can you hold this till Friday? You leave that item up for sale. You tell them to reach back out to you on Friday. 99% of the time, they're not reaching back out to you. All right, I'm sorry to tell you that. You could be the one guy in the video or in the comment section that's like, well, I'd contact you back. No, you wouldn't. All right, it's not how it works. So they never get back to you. So moral of the story here, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that are complaining about trying to play the pre-sale game over here, and you're like, oh, I'm trying to make the maximum value, oh, the cards went down, better cancel the order so I can buy them cheaper elsewhere. You're hurting the community. Stop doing it right now. Get over yourselves, alright? You committed to the order. Robbie, I'm never ordering from you because you're calling me a bad person for canceling an order on a big store that can afford it. You're also taking away the potential product from somebody else who would have actually not canceled his pre-order, which means you're time wasting, which means that you're actually being more offensive than the actual. You know that it's most of the trading groups out there consider time wasting to be a very major thing, and will blacklist you just because you're wasting somebody's time. Bet you didn't know that. Oh, giving somebody the runaround, absolutely time-wasting material. I love blocking people for that too. TLDR on the video. Get over it. You committed to the pre-sale. You man up for your mistake. I just love the fact that people trying to wheedle their way out of like $3. Like, that's the scummiest crap in the world. Like, honestly. Like, be a better customer. Alright. That's all I gotta say. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out MColeGames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.